Hi everyone. I don't know if I'm live yet. There we go. Welcome back to the Teal Center, everyone, for our Thursday midday meditation. I'm Crystal, and I'm sitting here in our classroom on a beautiful, hot summer day. If you're in the DC area, we've been, I think, gosh, something like every single day in July, except for one, has been in the 90s and very humid. So we're all feeling it. Um, And I've been talking to some colleagues of mine, and we've all been feeling kind of similarly over the past week, 10 days, even maybe for the whole month of July, just like this sort of weariness has set in, this lethargy that has a lot to do, I think, with the fact that we're all sort of still isolating at home and the heat. But I think it's also, just energetically, we're all sharing this common experience together. And I think connecting with each other on that can be very helpful or uplifting because anytime that we feel like we're struggling with something or we're unhappy about whatever we're feeling, finding the fact that those feelings are shared with others, that there's sort of a commonality to our collective consciousness is helpful. So if you're feeling that way, I certainly have been. A couple of the therapists that work here at the Teal Center have been feeling the same way. So I learned a few days ago that meditation is incredibly helpful for oxygenating your system. And the more we oxygenate our system, then and our blood, the more energy we'll actually feel. And so we're just going to really bring our awareness deeply into our breath, just like we always do, but with the intention of finding that super restful place. I mean, even more than when we sleep at night, meditation, apparently, I learned, brings even more breath into the body and brings even more um, regulation of the nervous system and calming of the nervous system than our sleep. Sleep is very important, however, you always want to make sure you're getting enough sleep. So I invite you to close your eyes, find your comfortable meditation position. That can be seated on the floor with or without a backrest. I like to use a pillow on the floor to support my low back. It gives me a sense of where I am in space as well, so I don't sort of start drifting left or right or forward or back. A chair is also good because you have your feet on the ground in a chair, and so you can really, ground your legs, your feet into the floor, into the earth, which is also helpful. Or you may lie down. Lots of people enjoy this meditation. When I was doing it in person before the closure, everyone pretty much lied down on the floor on yoga mats, and that can be very, very healing and relaxing as well. So once you find your position, I welcome you to close your eyes and begin to bring your awareness within by following your breath. Just feel how the inhalation moves in through the nose, down the throat, into the lungs, expanding the chest, expanding the belly. And then as the exhale relaxes the belly, allows the chest to deflate, either out through the nose or the mouth. Either way is good. A nice inhale through the nose and full exhale. Nice big inhale and full exhale. Allow your body with each exhale to begin to release and relax just a little bit more, letting the tension of the day, whatever task that you were doing or have to do later, allow all of that to just simply fall away to the presence of your breath. Feeling your energy drop down into your hips and your feet as you breathe out, letting the shoulders relax. Noticing for a moment the position of your head and your neck in order to reduce the strain if you are sitting on your neck, not so much if you're lying down. You might just gently bring your chin back towards the voice box and down slightly. And this releases those little muscles at the base of the skull, helping to lengthen the neck slightly in the back, while keeping the shoulders back and relaxed. Maybe the hips slightly rotated forward so that you can feel your spine ascending from the sacrum, one vertebrae on top of the other, all the way up the back and into the neck. And you can find that comfortable neutral position where your spine is resting effortlessly on top of the sacrum. Your whole body can relax down and around that midline. Coming back to the breath, relaxing and releasing any tension in the arms and the legs. We tend to carry the superficial tension with us as we move through our day. Just allow that to dissolve now with the breath. As your body relaxes and sinks down onto the floor, just notice the contact points you have with the floor or the chair. Feel the weight of your body resting gently on the chair or the floor. And allow the floor to be a metaphor for the earth. And so as you exhale and sink your energy more deeply onto the floor, you're really connecting in with Mother Earth's energy field, which has a beautiful slow rhythm, the rhythm of the seasons and the tides, the growth of a flower or a tree, just much slower than the human cycle. So allow yourself to sink into Mother Earth's cycle, into her slow, expansive, wide field. Really feel your hips sinking down. Feel your sacrum. And as you breathe in, allow yourself to breathe in that energy of nourishment and strength, the security and solidity of Mother Earth. Allow yourself to breathe that energy in gently with the in-breath. And as you breathe out, you continue to ground yourself into the earth. When I do this, I often see myself sitting in a meadow surrounded by pine trees or deciduous trees, or sometimes on the sand by the ocean. If your imagination takes you there now, allow yourself to go there and sit in nature somewhere serene and spacious. while you continue to breathe in that energy and breathe out, relaxing and sinking down even a little bit more. You may begin to feel your lower belly filling with this energy from Mother Earth. Allow that energy to fill the whole belly as you breathe in. With each in breath, you receive a little bit more as that energy moves up the belly towards the diaphragm, allowing all the organs in the abdomen to just release and relax, opening to receive that healing energy, allowing all the connective tissue in the belly to soften a little bit more. Every organ has its own natural motility in the belly. So by softening through the belly, you're allowing the organs to resume that motility, finding a sense of balance within themselves and with each other. Releasing down through the stomach and the liver, allows the diaphragm to relax. We feel the diaphragm release its tension, which allows the lungs to feel more spacious and soft. And so as you breathe in and receive this energy beginning to fill up through the diaphragm and the lungs, allow the lungs to release and find more space within the rib cage. This allows the breath to begin to move with even more ease and more grace through your system. And as the lungs relax with the breath, you'll find your heart has more space as well, and you can relax the pericardium that sits around the heart. Allow that pericardium, that connective tissue layer, to release and soften. That pericardium can be a metaphor for the armor that we put around our hearts to protect us in times of distress or pain. And see if you can just allow that armor to soften and release a little bit right now. Allowing the heart to begin to expand slightly. Continuing to receive the love from Earth with each in-breath, while softening through the heart with each out-breath. Holding an awareness in your heart is not something that we're commonly focused on doing. Just spend as much time as you can now, allowing your awareness to deepen and rest in your heart space. Our hearts are truly meant to be our guide in life, not our mind, not our head. But we tend to stay so much in our mind, thinking, that we forget to listen into the heart's guidance. So use this time now to bring your awareness more deeply, allowing the heart to almost breathe for you like it's the lungs, Feel your heart filling with your breath as you breathe in and relaxing and grounding as you breathe out. Whenever we are tuned into our hearts, it's a wonderful opportunity to set an intention. It can be small or big, it doesn't matter. Setting intentions is such a powerful way of moving through our day, our week, our year. So allow yourself to listen now to what your heart's intention is for you. Take a few breaths and just listen. Whatever that intention is, and it's okay if there was nothing that came forward from your heart in the moment. Maybe the heart is just enjoying the peace and silence within. If you did have an intention arise in the heart, just allow that intention to deepen into the heart space, trusting that your heart will help you manifest that intention, that your heart will guide your mind into the implementation of that intention, that your heart will guide your perception of your reality so that that intention manifests. Feel the relaxation through the shoulders again, through the neck, releasing any tension in the mouth, the jaw, the cheeks, the lips, the tongue. Allowing the eyes to drop back and relax, releasing the little muscles around the eyelids and the eyebrows. Everything in the face and the eyes soften. And as the eyes release, our mind begins to grow even more spacious. Joined in union with our hearts, the mind becomes vast as the distant horizon, as vast as the galaxy or the universe. Allow yourself to become the vastness that is your mind and your heart. We can do this by tuning in at a microcosmic level to find the spaciousness within. Finding the space perhaps first in each of your two thumbs. You feel the space between the nail bed and the pad of the thumb, between the tip of the thumbs and the knuckle. And can you hold an awareness of both the left and the right thumbs at the same time? Expanding your awareness to include both hands slowly allows the mind to expand in its spacious awareness, feeling the space within the fingers, the palms, the wrists, expanding to include the arms and the shoulders, You feel the depth and the spaciousness from the tips of your fingers to the elbows to the shoulder. On the left and the right side at the same time. Expanding even more from there to include the torso, the rib cage, the lungs, the heart, the spine, the belly. Can you sense and feel into the space from the belly button to the spine, from the sternum to the spine, and from the top of the sternum down to the belly button, while still including your hands and your arms and your shoulders. And expanding from the center of your body out in all directions again to include the legs, the feet, the neck, and the head. Allowing your awareness to become spacious and soft. Tuning in from the bottoms of your feet to the top of your head, to the tips of your fingers. Feeling the aliveness of the tissue. Can you sense into the space between the cells of your body? Allowing your awareness to expand to the space right outside of your body. Just notice, what does that feel like? How do you reach out with your awareness to that space around your physical form? Allowing your awareness to expand even more to include the room that you're in. You might notice sounds a little bit more, or temperature, as your awareness expands from within your body to outside your body. Just notice the difference of the quality of that awareness as you expand from within to without. And then take that awareness back within. Take it back to the heart, back to the breath. Feeling the spaciousness of the cells of your body. feels a little bit like home when you bring your awareness back within your body. Staying very grounded in your body, grounded to the earth, grounded in your heart. Allow your awareness again to expand outside your body, into the room, continuing outward to include the building that you're in, your neighborhood or community, expanding even further to include your state, expanding even further to include the whole country, expanding from there across the oceans and the land masses to include the whole world. I always feel a little bit like an astronaut when I'm expanding out to include the whole world in my awareness. Allowing your awareness to stay grounded into the earth and centered in your heart while you expand even further out into space. Expanding out of the front of your body as far as the furthest star. Expanding out of the back of your body out to the furthest star. Expanding from the right side of your body out to the furthest star. And expanding from the left side of your body out to the furthest star. Expanding from the bottoms of your feet out to the furthest star. And expanding from the crown of your head out to the furthest star. Can you feel grounded and anchored in your heart and in the earth while holding the vastness of the universe in your awareness? In this expansive state, allow yourself to receive universal love, the energy of creation. With each breath you take, you receive universal love. And with each breath you breathe out, you ground that love into the cells of your physical body. Slowly bringing your awareness back from the stars, back to the earth, back to your country, back to your state, and back to your community or neighborhood, and back to your house or your building, and back to your room, and back into your body, back to your heart, and begin to wake your body up slightly, just slowly and gently, wiggling your toes and your fingers, maybe shrugging your shoulders slightly. If you are lying down, roll onto your side. Do some nice head rolls. Always good to bring movement into the neck whenever we've been sitting still. And when you're ready, bringing your hands to your heart, knowing that your intention is resting in your heart. Your heart welcomes your attention and awareness anytime during the day. Always good to bring our awareness 18 inches south from our head to our hearts whenever we think about it. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Allow the light of the day to return into your awareness. Thank you so much for joining me today for our meditation. I hope you have a wonderful week and a blessed day. Namaste.